what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides. I'm here at the Detroit Auto Show. Mighty return for 2022. Of course, we're talking electrification as we move forward, and Chevrolet is doing some double dipping strategies here at Detroit. This is one of them. This is the upcoming all-new 2023 Chevrolet Blazer SS EV. But before we get into this cherry red, fully electrified Blazer, let's talk about what's going on here. The Chevrolet Blazer, it's been around since 1969, if you could believe that. Over the years, it definitely changed in shape and size. What's fascinating with this Blazer SS EV, it shares nothing with the internal combustion engine Blazer. Some of you might find that good, some of you not so good. I think you're gonna be on the other half when it comes to what they're bringing with this Blazer. Now, if you're wondering, well, what does this compete with? This competes with vehicles like the Mustang Mach-E GT, obviously the Tesla Model Y performance spec, and a lot of the new additions that are coming. Chevrolet is trying to recreate their brand a little bit because of this new electrification. So let's go ahead, let's dive into this brand new Blazer EV, that SS EV, and find out, is it the better performance spec SUV over things like the Mach-E and the Model Y? Let's go ahead and find out. Right off the bat, the size. They have the smaller Equinox here, and if you haven't seen that review, I'll leave the link of that one at the end of this review, the Equinox EV. This one is obviously more mid-size. Still gonna be two-row, but mid-size in its overall dimensions. Now at the front, absolutely positively stunning what they've done with the lighting. And I think this is the key for a lot of brands, is they're really gonna hype up the lighting of the vehicle to give it that unique personality. So you have full LED lighting from one side all the way to the other. We work our way down, you do have a projector beam LED headlight, and you'll notice that it's now all in one housing. If you look at the Blazer currently, that's internal combustion engine, you have daytime running lamp up top and headlight much lower. So that is the difference. Now, as we work our way down, you do have some horizontal slots here. I wish that they would have made this functional, so I am gonna zonk this, but it does look very aggressive. Working our way down, we got a little bit of this metallic satin steel gray finish, but definitely aggressive from the front. Now, as we come across the front portion of this vehicle, I'm digging what they've done by illuminating the bow tie. Something that maybe got a little bland over the years, really now is coming back to life with the LED lighting. You got a forward-facing camera. There is a large portion of gloss black, but there's that SS badge. Super Sport badge, because guess what? We have Super Sport performance. You do have some functionality on the lower portion because we do have that Ultium battery pack. Same thing used as the Cadillac Lyriq. Obviously the same thing used as the Equinox EV. That's gonna help with the cooling because that's a liquid cooled battery pack. Now when we get up onto that hood, love the way they kept it super clean. You're just gonna have a rise in the center. Everything kind of goes tight to the windshield. And then as we come around the bend here, here's another area, wheels, always so important. And obviously the shape, not only of the car, but the wheels is gonna help cut down on that coefficient drag number. Now at the front end of the business, you'll notice nice super size wheel for this Super Sport of a Blazer. I love the machined aluminum, nice clean all the way around. Look at the freaking size of the caliper, Brembo calipers. So they're bringing names that mean performance to this SUV. And if you're wondering, well, working our way down, you got your SS badge, but really digging the shape of this wheel, the way it's a nice split spoke, and the way they did the badging there on the caliper. This is going to be, this particular one is twin motors. So we have a motor up front, we have a motor out back. And if you're wondering, well, what's the size of this wheel? It's a 22-inch wheel. So on the Equinox EV, that was a 21-inch wheel. This is 22. I'm actually digging the black around the fender opening. Normally I don't like that too much, but I'm digging it. And look at how the way they work that DOT required side marker light. Very, very clean, very sporty. Now working our way down, I think one of the coolest things they did is where the charge port door is. They really hit it well, obviously with that gloss black design. This portion right here gives a lot of character to this Blazer, especially with the body line that kind of boomerangs right there. It's got a nice indentation, perfect with the style. Gloss black on your mirror caps. We got that two-tone roof design. And then coming down the side, color matched door handles. On the bottom portion, you have a little bit of gloss black, and I like the way they extended the sill down just enough with some of that metallic gray silver. Working our way down the side of the vehicle, you can see I'm 6 feet tall. This is a mid-size. And then another thing, I'm gonna have Lori kind of come in and showcase even the way they kind of did the kick up here to channel that air past the rear of the vehicle really gives it a sporty look. Unique shape to the quarter window. You can see how the roof line kind of curves over, and then they brought some trim to run it right into the rear spoiler. And then coming around towards the back, just like up front, lighting is very important. Lighting is going to give you that personality to your electric vehicle. Really nicely done the way they kind of waterfall it down and curve it into the side fender there. Nice LED lighting. You got your Blazer all-wheel drive badging. And then, of course, that Chevrolet bow tie. If only Louis Chevrolet was around to see what his brand has become and where they're going with the future, even with the way they did that low, long roof spoiler. Very unique, and obviously it's all about cheating the air so that we can maximize range, not only in battery with the Ultium battery pack, but also the shape. And then working our way all the way down, they did a great job really making this rear diffuser area of the lower bumper really stand out, and you can tell that this is definitely a Blazer SS. But why don't we go ahead, let's open up the door and see what this Blazer is bringing to the table. All right, guys, obviously this being a pre-production unit, they are letting us have secret access to the interior, but we can't get in yet. But we're gonna do our best to showcase what is happening with this Blazer EV. Obviously, you're gonna have your traditional trims, 1LT, 2LT, so on and so forth. This is gonna be that top performance dog, bringing the goods. But let's see what you're gonna be getting to the door panels. Absolutely love what they've done with the style. Very familiar, but also very unique and different with the colors. I like the red stitching. I like the way there's some of that nice silver trim. That really kind of brings a little extra something special to the door panel. But I really think that the materials that they're using and the quality and precision is really being brought to another level. Door pocket is a good size, probably big enough for a Big Mac, believe it or not. And then of course you're gonna get that premium sound system. Now going from the door panel to the dash, same story. Soft touch materials, you got the red stitching. Look at the way they did the AC vents there. Nicely done. Now there is speculation on pricing. You know, you could speculate and guesstimate 44,000 starting, 65,900 for an SS. We'll have to wait and see until official numbers are unveiled. But look at that infotainment system. That's 17.7 inches, clear graphics, very nice fonts, really elevates the whole vehicle to a new level. We even have an 11-inch digital dash, and you're gonna have 4 trims. Now this particular one with the 2 motors, 557 horsepower, 648 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in about 3.8 seconds, and we got all-wheel drive in the SS. Wireless charging, tons of storage, and really just a nice, clean, modern interpretation of what the current Blazer is all about. Love the red. We're gonna find out what happens with the Twinkie storage once we get our hands on one of these, and the seats. Bright red, really stands out from the rest of the crowd. You got your full electric assist on the side, everything looking good, but you know what? We need to get to the business end. We need to find out what's it gonna feel like behind the wheel. Let's open up the driver's side and see what we got. All right, guys, business time behind the wheel. This is where you're gonna be hoping you're sitting one day and you're gonna see, like I said, just like on the passenger side, the changes in the materials is spectacular. Full power seats for both the passenger and the driver. Of course, you're gonna get tons of room in that pedal box. That's one of the advantages of an electrified vehicle, especially with the Ultium battery pack. Steering wheel, nice thick rim, full leather with that stitching all the way around, the SS badge, and of course that 11-inch digital display, looking clean with the graphics. That is also gonna make a unique driving experience for this vehicle as well. But nice to have all of that room. Speaking of room, let's find out the 2 other places where room is very important, the passengers and the cargo. So let's go check it out. All right, guys, rear passenger seat time. I'm gonna move out of the way. Lori's gonna showcase what your passengers are gonna experience in the back of this Blazer SS. First of all, notice the seats, just like up front, the great color and quality, and then look at the bottom of the floor. That's another advantage of an electrified vehicle, is having that flatter floor. It's gonna give you more leg room, make you feel more comfortable. You got rear AC vents and 2 USB-Cs in the back to allow your passengers to stay plugged in. Now, obviously being at the show, obviously with this being a pre-production model, we can't show off the cargo area yet, but we will be. I promise you that when we get behind the wheel and go on throttle in this over 500 horsepower electrified Blazer. But let me know what you think. Has Chevrolet done enough to make this be that standout when it comes to performance SUVs? What do you think about the estimating and pricing? Let me know in that comment section. But if you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raiti's Rides family. We got to give it up to Lori Raiti, working that camera like a master. She is teaching a master class here at the Detroit Auto Show. Thank you, Lori, for all that you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.